Action. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to Thinking with Six Heads, man. It feels good to be fucking back. I feel like we haven't recorded for like 3 fucking years, man. Are we gonna do the introduction? If you don't know us, to my right we got Mr. King Rivera, and to my left, who do we have?
Mr. Dominican John.
Dominican John. Oh damn! Not no more Dominican John drinks, right?
Yeah, no more drinks.
Let's talk about that. Why no more drinks?
Because the drinks are expensive. I'm not buying niggas drinks. I'm not getting no goddamn views. So fuck it.
All right,
I'm committed to this podcast.
Before we started here, Mr. Dominican John said, "I need a drink today." And if you notice, we don't have no drinks here today. So
and he usually doesn't. So that's important. That means we have to check up on the boy. What's going on?
It's a very stressful part of my life, and the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna make some money, and I'll be happy and keep doing my thing. Very independent right now at this very moment, and that's it. No one to stress out.
Took a picture.
Picture of what? Picture of what?
You didn't hear that?
I tried to mute it.
What do you have to say to that?
I said I feel him. You know, everyone has those days or weeks.
Making some life changes, man.
You know, but when you come out of those days or weeks, you know, you end up full throttle. You end up stronger than you were.
You look sad to me, buddy. I don't like it.
I'm in a good mood. I'm ready. I'm ready for the real questions.
All right, go. You got a
All
question?
right, listen, fellas. Let's start off. Ready? What goes on in your minds as men when a woman is being manhandled in front of you?
What kind of manhandle?
Trigger.
You haven't seen like the test? Like they're like, oh, they're at a park and then they like play around with this girl and see what the civilians around do.
Oh, like that show. What would you do? You guys seen that show?
I've seen the TikToks where like they'll like pay like 2 actors. Like,
yeah, that's
like,
what it is.
The guy keeps
Okay.
keep grabbing the hand. Or
So in that situation, what are you guys doing? You're walking by the park with your kid and your wife and your children and your this and that, your family, and you see a woman getting mistreated, and you're like, what the fuck? You're stepping in. What the fuck? You're walking by. What the fuck? That's not your problem.
I say it depends how serious the situation is. If he hits her, I might say something, but once again, you got to be careful because I don't want to die in front of my kid. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if he's crazy enough to physically attack a woman in public, he probably has a knife or a gun on him.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to be, it's not my business to be honest. But
it's
I
still
don't.
a trigger for
That's
me.
what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't want to be that asshole that doesn't do nothing either. So
It's like if a girl's being harassed, then it's gonna be you need to chill, leave her alone, stuff like that. If he hits her, then I'm gonna hit him.
What if it's your shorty?
My shorty, I'll kill him.
But that's the thing. You say, you gotta chill, leave her alone. Hey, bitch, get the fuck out of here. He's gonna talk to you crazy.
Okay, and no, you need.
That's
chill.
what I'm saying.
You need to
Now,
leave her alone.
So now the situation, you're involved now.
Okay, yeah, you need to leave her alone.
What would you do?
Listen, I was put in that situation, and I did absolutely nothing. But I was tight. I was tight.
You gotta tell us the situation.
I had the conversation. I was like, what would I have if I would have done something? I felt like woman was putting me in danger and my life in danger, not her life in danger. You know what I'm saying? She's chilling with the wrong people. She's doing what she's doing with these people. And then I see it, and on impact, we were supposed to react. You know what I'm saying? So if I reacted and I got my ass beat because of the people you hang out with, that's fucked up.
No, but tell me the scenario. What were you doing?
Like, was the same scenario I just told you. Even if it's at the park. If at the park, like, that's the man you chose to be with. We talked about it. If we're at the club, and you guys start brawling, I'm protecting the people I came with. You know what I'm saying? You chose to be with those people.
Yeah, if I'm talking like if you're like out at the grocery store and you see some creep annoying some woman, like you gotta say something.
But how do you know it's a creep?
You gotta
maybe her man is a creep. and she chose that man.
Yeah, that's a fact, cause bro,
You know, women don't choose the
Say
right
we
people all the
fucking
time.
jump in, now we get in a fight, and the next day she's back with him. Like, yo.
Or
know
you
what I'm saying?
jump in, and then when the police come, they both point at you and was like, "Yeah, he started the problem," and she's on his side because that's her man.
I'm spitting at that bitch.
You know what I'm saying?
Run the tapes.
You don't know the situation. You're gonna get into a love situation, toxic situation, not knowing what the fuck's going on.
I don't know if you got a mom, a grandma, fucking aunties.
I feel like an older woman would be different.
It's like an
No,
instinct.
I'm just saying it's just an instinct. You're not gonna, because you would hope that somebody would do it for your loved one.
Older and younger. I mean, you know, if they're like 10 and they're getting slapped around by some random ass man, or if they're like 80 getting slapped around by some random ass man, I think I would step in and say something. But these 20-year-olds choosing the wrong N word, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why would you jump in and fuck that shit up for yourself, putting your life in danger? Because they want to chill with that group. They want to be with that circle.
Yeah, but that's not always how domestic violence works. Sometimes these women do want to leave and they can't. And there could be multiple reasons
They're
why.
scared.
They're scared. Maybe he, held on to her like financially, like her finances, like she doesn't have anything. She has nowhere. Like now when you break up that fight and you fuck him up or whatever, like now she got nowhere to sleep at night, but there's multiple reasons why they wouldn't. Doesn't mean that they want to be there. Doesn't mean they want to be in that situation. Sometimes it's fucked up how that shit works.
Damn, this shit. I seen this shit happen. We were at the playground, right? And this old, she looked like she was Arabic. I'm pretty sure she was Arabic old lady, bro. She was with her grandson, and this other little kid went on the slide and like pushed her grandson, and she came and hit the other kid.
What do you guys think about that?
Exactly. Yo, I was in shock. That was if that was my daughter.
I'd be waiting to punch these little kids.
Yeah,
bro.
no, old lady. No, old lady's going night night.
No, I'd be waiting to punch these little kids.
Oh, the little kid.
Like other people's kids.
Damn.
If
I mean,
my
low key though,
Yo, like she hit him, bro.
Yeah.
Like she like yo, random
on the
stranger. Yeah, but it was a little hard.
It's on the hand. You know what? Back in the
You're
day,
crazy.
I'll still give him a push. I don't know.
back in the day, your neighbor could discipline you.
Fuck
People
that.
and your
Hey, yo.
teacher could discipline you.
What block are you from?
Like
The teacher.
I'm not necessarily saying our gender, but like our parent definitely. Like if your neighbor saw you acting up, like yeah, they would whip your ass, and then when your parents got home.
Now, but fuck, that's in the past. What would you do now?
It's 2023, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, I probably would have handled my son. If my son pushed another kid down the slide, I would have handled.
No, your
him.
son is getting pushed.
No, but I'm saying if he pushed a kid down the slide, I would have handled him so the other parent wouldn't even have felt the need to do anything because he would have got handled right there.
But parents this generation don't believe in pow pows.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what you believe in. Don't be touching other people's kids because, it's just don't keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself. That's it.
So that parent comes up to you and like, oh, they were just playing. They're just kids. But he has a whole slice on the top of his head.
No.
Got bruises.
Hell no.
Especially if I see a I would be tight,
And you got a daughter.
And I'd be tight if like a kid pushed my kid. I would be tight. I would probably be like, hey, don't do that. Keep your hands to yourself. I'm not gonna hit him. Don't do that. Keep your hands to yourself. I feel like you talk sternly to a kid, they're gonna, unless there's some like major badass like,
Fuck
all right,
you.
where's your daddy at? Go get your dad right now.
He will sell this one view going right now. No, what if he's just with his mom?
Tell your mom to call your dad.
Are you awake at the park the whole day? No, but for real, I was at a party this weekend and I was watching my 2-year-old niece walking around, and these like 10-year-olds are running around slapping balloons in the air like they're 5, and they're just towering down these 1-year-olds and 2-year-olds on the floor, stepping on them, pushing them by accident. And I'm waiting for them to trip my baby.
That's the thing.
TJ's.
He's watching.
I swear to God.
Which one of these kids is getting?
I'm listening to what you're saying, but my eyes are literally waiting. I'm just waiting.
Nah, yeah, bro.
I'm not playing no games.
Nah, it's hard, bro. It happens.
I was like that at a party at my son's cousin's party. There was a bunch of older kids, like and there was 2 different moon bounces.
Oh, yeah, that's the worst.
And they were like on the regular big one. I was allowing him in there because I could see him. It was more of an open spot, like, and they were more in like the jungle gym moon bounce because it was like a moon bounce that was like slide, climbing shit, whatever. And my son kept trying to go in there, and I wouldn't let him. And then finally, when the bigger kids went to the other one, I let him go into that one. But yeah, I was definitely on it. I was like, yeah, this is too chaotic, you know.
Oh,
I'd have been tight. I'd have been tight if one of them kids. You're 10, like you know to watch where the fuck you're going.
How do you think we as guy handle a situation like that differs from the mom?
Women just start crying.
Yeah,
and they don't do anything.
Moms are like, oh my
Think
baby.
so?
No action taken.
Depends on how extreme.
Nah, cause I'm
Some moms will turn up.
Yeah, they're like that bitch.
Yeah, some moms will turn up. Some moms will turn up. I feel like they're, oh my baby, kids be careful. Like, you know, I see my son's mom a few times. Like, you know, go around them, like letting kids know, like go around them. She was on
Touch
it,
my
but
kid.
like,
She was on go.
yeah, I feel like she's one of those that would turn up. She's one of those that would turn up. Yeah, then it'd be a problem.
Chose the right one.
Now then it'd be a problem because now we're both mad that our son got trampled, and then I gotta defend her because she's turning up. This is a family.
Point of the story,
family brawl at that point.
Protect your kids. That's the
Protect your babies.
protect
Listen,
your babies.
talking about your women, is a man complaining about the stuff that he does for a woman, or does a man just want appreciation for the stuff that he does?
Just appreciation.
Just appreciation.
Simple, bro. And it could be like,
Because men don't get enough of it. They don't get enough credit. I feel like which comedian was it that said it? Like the only people on earth
Chris
that get
Rock?
unconditional love is babies and dogs.
I think
Mhm.
it was Chris Rock.
It was
You know,
Chris
it's
Rock.
like
Recent.
as guys, like we're just expected to do things. You know, there could be 100 things we do right, and the one thing we do wrong, we're being chastised for it. We're being fucking crucified for it, and it's like we're supposed to just go on about our day, like even the last podcast we had with the guest said, "Oh, you guys are tougher." Like when she was turning up, and I'm like, "Yeah," but if he were to look at you and be like, "Bitch, shut the fuck up," you'd be crying like a little baby.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you guys are tougher. You guys are guys. Like, what? What does it have to do anything?
Yeah. We just take.
And there's only
There's
so
so
much
much, yeah.
human beings can take, guy or girl.
What about you, Fidel? Do you feel appreciated, or do you complain compared to what the women say about us?
I feel like appreciated, but I feel like here and then you get thrown, you know, little complain. So, but I feel like that's normal too. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like the point of complaints is that you did something so many times, and now you have to like defend yourself and be like, "Yo, like I do this, and that." You know what I'm saying? And then like, "Oh, now you're gonna complain about it? You should be doing that because you love me." I'm doing it because I love you, but now you're making me say it because you're not appreciating me.
No, that's a fact. That shit happens all the times in fucking relationships. Yeah, I just think it's tough, to be honest, in a relationship. You're gonna have your fucking ups and downs, but I don't know, bro, because I see it all the time, bro, where girls just, like we were just saying, throw shit at us, and there's so much a guy could take, man. And that's when everybody has a breaking point.
What's your breaking point, buddy?
I don't know. I don't think I haven't been there yet, but I'm getting close to it.
You getting close?
I'm getting close to
Hey,
it.
you getting close to it, buddy?
Yeah,
I'm getting close to it.
I'm like,
You know, we say this all the time, but I gotta cry. I thought my eyes got teared up with the situation that just happened with my daughter,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna cry." Like, "Yo, I'm gonna cry," and I think I need to cry, but
I don't think it's even. Yeah,
I couldn't cry.
The cry
to
will
plan
help.
no, I didn't plan it.
Cry
I just know how I am. But I could be like very cold hearted, but I'm also very emotional. Yeah. So when it, like people like, hey, my daughter, but that's my daughter, and I knew I was gonna see her in pain, and I was like, damn, I know I'm gonna get emotional, but my eyes just got like a little watery, but I didn't cry. I expected tears to fall. Yeah. And I was like, damn, I can't, bro. I don't remember the last time I cried.
I don't think it's necessarily you need to cry. I think there needs to be a follow up with the cry. There needs to be like, because if you cry, sometimes that just is you bottled emotions for the last month, 2 months, 3 months, a year, whatever it is. but nothing like there's no follow up behind it. Sometimes it's you need to get shit off your chest, shit that's bothering you, shit that you wish like you could do or wanted to change. Like it's just being more, just talking to someone, whether it's your lady, a counselor, a family. Just sometimes it's more so just talking.
But that's the thing, we bring it up here, bro. When you talk to your lady and then they'll throw it back at you, then
I know.
who the fuck you talking to? Who as guys, who do we go to talk to? That's the question I got for everybody. That's a guy.
I would say it depends on what it's about. I tend to talk to people.
Twitter.
Like
Twitter, that's who you talk to?
I like older guys like to talk to because they have a lot of experience, a lot of like been there, done that kind of stuff. So they can give you some like advice. If it's something that someone that can maybe kind of relate to me, like it depends. Like if it's something with the kiddo or the lady or whatever, you know, I might talk to like my boy who's in a relationship, has a kid. You know, are you experiencing this? You know, are you dealing with this? I guess it just depends on what the conversation's about.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like something deep. Who do you guys talk to?
If I'm done with a relationship and like I finally recover, I like to talk to my mom to like explain to her why this woman's not in my life anymore. Because, you know, our parents are always looking for us to get married and, you know, they settle for whoever you chose at that very moment. So I feel like at a certain point, a month or two after, I need to go to a dinner out with my mom, take her out, talk to her, be like, this happened. What do you think about, I say little girls because she's older, but like, what do you think about these little girls doing this and that, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? So
for me, I talked to my dad. And I talked to my dad because he's one of the most unbiased, like, neutral people that you can, like, I've never heard my dad talk bad about someone, talk down, even people that he probably should. And I've never heard him, like, you know, hey, you know, what happened with so-and-so? Why is not so-and-so? Nothing. Oh, no, nothing. Like, he's like one of those. So if it was a friend or a girlfriend or a cousin that I had like a falling out with or whatever, and I like brought it up to him, he's not going to treat that person like differently, especially if like we make up. He's not going to be on some like weird shit, you know. I always get pretty good advice from him.
Yeah. That's good. I feel like for me, it's like my mom, but she's the same way, but she's like, the thing with my mom, bro, she'll like listen to like the story and she'll like, if I'm wrong, bro, she'll tell me. Like, she'll be like, even if I think, bro, you know, like,
and that's why
I was like, Ma, I expected you to be on my side. And
that's why I say he's unbiased and
like,
neutral.
Yeah, she'll be like, I don't agree with you.
I convince everybody I'm right.
You don't always want to be right, because if I'm tripping, like, yeah, maybe in the heat of the moment, I really thought I was right, and then he's like, son, you should have worded it like this, or you should have said it like this. You know, you can't be saying that to.
Yeah, but that's like you coming out of anger. I process everything in my mind 10 different ways. And be like, if I say this word or use this specific word or use the word bitch, I know this bitch word is going to take me the wrong route. But if I say something nice and still point out the fact that I don't like this shit without using the word bitch, I might get a smoother route and a kiss at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think that's a gift.
I will tell you, I'm not too proudful to say I did have like a really rough sophomore year of college. I was going, I don't know, what's a sophomore? It was junior year.
You were disrespecting these bitches.
Junior year of college, towards like the middle end, and it was like a really rough time for me. And I had a counselor, and I fucked with it because this is someone who doesn't know me from a hole in the wall.
From the school or just
like my own. Doesn't know me from a hole in the wall. Just sitting there listening, giving advice, giving me coping mechanisms, and like with his like educational experience, he was able to be like, hey, you know, you should probably stay away from this, because from what I'm hearing, based on all these things, you know, the common factor is this. So you might want to stay away from this, or you might not want to be with this person. You know, it was unbiased, because this person, like I said, doesn't know me from hole in the wall. So his judgments came from like just educational, like pure just knowledge, as opposed to I'm just siding with you because you're my boy.
Nah, that's cool. But like for me, it's like, yo, who do those people go to? You know what I'm saying?
The counselors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the mechanic that. Who does the mechanic go? Like, you know, a mechanic, bro, they don't never have their car fixed. And I'm like, yo, you're a mechanic. Or a barber that never has a crisp. I'm like, yo, you're a barber.
Or a boxing trainer that's fat.
Yeah.
I see a lot of those.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm like, yo.
So I mean, sometimes it's there's like a phrase for it, like you notice that like the hurt people like help the most. Like go out of their way to help people the most, you know. Like, so I don't know. I look at it like,
yeah, because bro, even like the.
So you're saying the counselors and therapists are more broken than we are?
I think they.
And they took that career path because they.
I don't think they took that.
Didn't
career.
do it.
No, I just question, bro, like, because they got their own problems. You know what I'm saying?
Or maybe they coped with it through, because school is hard as fuck, and some majors are even harder, like medical school, law school. You know, like things where you're studying like psychology, like there's certain majors. So it's like maybe their coping mechanism was they weren't necessarily talking to somebody, but they masked it in the work, in the books, and they constantly have these clients that they listen to all day because then they don't have to think about their shit. Mm-hmm. Like I was happiest when I was getting punched in the face, boxing. You know, there was nothing to think about. All my anger, exertion, and frustration, everything was left in the gym every single day. You know, and then when I wasn't doing that anymore, it was like all bottling up.
Yeah. You guys ever feel like just driving somewhere and just fucking yelling? Like the
I don't even want to. I don't even, actually, believe it or not, I don't even like the drive. I like the walk.
Like the walk?
Like the walk. Just I'm just maybe put my headphones in and go.
Have you seen that video of the man screaming and he's like screaming top of your lungs and then do it again, and he starts crying?
Yeah, but I think I did see that video. But that's what I'm trying to get at, bro. I feel like we need that. Like, yo, sometimes I'm like, yo, I just want to get in my car, but I'm not talking about like drive down the street. I'm talking about drive till I can't no more and just be alone, bro, and just fucking scream.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather do the walk. I feel like I'll burn more energy doing the walk, however far I walk, and do what I do and then walk back.
The thing with that, bro, is like, I feel like once I like, you get there and you're like, damn, I got to walk back.
Once you get to the point that you're like, oh, this was great.
You know what I'm
3
saying?
miles. That's why 3 miles away.
That's why you walk, but you try to like time it perfectly. Like, all right, this is my halfway point. If I walk back, I completed the full.
Nah.
You know, so instead of walking 3 miles there to come 3 miles back, maybe walk 1.5 miles there. So then it takes you 1.5 miles back.
That's just because I'm fat. That's why I was thinking like that, bro. I'm like,
you walk 5 miles, 10 miles.
Summer nights are dope.
I got a question for you guys. I don't know if you guys heard this. You guys hear that girls are more into lesbian porn? Nanny porn?
Where did we just hear that? Somebody just told us that.
Z.
Oh, it was her.
Oh, was it? Mm-hmm. Okay, but I hear that a lot. And I was gonna say, do you think every girl is a little bi-curious?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, every girl.
Whether they act on it is one thing. I'm not saying every girl acts on it.
That's a question we're gonna start asking.
I'm not saying every girl acts on it, and I'm not saying every girl like is full blown. But there's definitely a little curiosity there, or like that one friend they've always wanted to just kiss, like for no reason. They just want to kiss.
I feel like women are more experienced, so they're like, oh, this girl knows how to do this more than my man knows how to do this. His tongue game is trash. Da, 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 da. Maybe I should experiment one day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just because they were like, oh, they have a pussy just like I do. That's what they say.
I seen a video that yesterday, I think it was. It says, would you rather suck one dick 10 times? That shit was hilarious. Would you rather suck one dick 10 times or suck 10 different dicks?
What?
Would you rather suck one dick 10 times or 10 different dicks? And the man said, I'd rather suck 10 different dicks because one dick is a commitment. And that's gay. So
that's wild.
But back to the point is,
Hold on, no, before you go anywhere, I seen this clip too. This dude was like, yo, this shit was fire. I was like, yo, that shit makes sense. He said, yo, having one girl is close to zero.
what's that mean?
You can't just have one girl because that's too close to zero. To having none.
Yeah,
So it's kind of like the same thing, you know what I'm saying?
It might be dry season for you.
Yeah, because he was like, yo, I can't just have one girl because having just one girl, that's too close to zero. That's what he says. So that goes to what you said right now. When he was
Some
like,
good logic.
So my question was, you guys are saying women watch lesbian porn. What about gay dudes?
No.
You guys will never give them a
Nope, I don't even
They're
want you
professional.
I don't even want you to finish your
Dog
sentence.
sluggers.
bro.
Dog sluggers.
Straight dudes are not doing that.
Deep
Yeah.
throaters.
Yeah, but nah.
You don't be brushing your teeth sometimes and just... No, I'm not fucking with you. I thought about that today. I was like, hey, yo, what is wrong with me, bro?
There's no liquor on this podcast at all.
If we had liquor.
Yo, can I speak my truth, man? That's never happened to you guys?
No.
Never.
This guy says he doesn't fucking wipe his cheeks and split his cheeks to wipe his ass.
Who said that?
The one over there in the corner.
Wait, what?
You said when we shower, do we split our cheeks?
Yeah.
And you said, hell no, bro.
No,
I
I didn't
can't do
say- I
that
didn't
shit,
say-
man.
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did. You like, we don't do that shit, man.
We gotta go back. We gotta go back.
I didn't
I got the
say
clip.
that shit.
You got the
Go
clip?
ahead. Go
Me
get
and him are like, you have to wipe that ass, bro. You have to clean
I
that
didn't
ass.
even say anything.
You're like,
I was
no,
just
bro.
asking. No, I was
men
just
don't
asking.
do that
So, you
shit,
didn't say
man.
anything? So they want to know now.
He did say
No,
something.
obviously you have to spread.
Oh.
No, no. The first thing he said was men don't do that.
No, that's not what I said. It was a question that somebody had given me. Remember, I was
Do we
like,
spread our
oh,
cheeks?
We got a friend who asked, "Do men spread their cheeks in the shower?"
Exactly. And you're like, no, man, men don't do that
Dude,
shit,
you were
man.
just talking about deep throating
Hey,
toothbrushes.
pause. I was just saying, I got a new toothbrush. And I was like,
No,
yo,
bro.
what am I doing right now? I'm brushing my tongue. You guys don't brush your tongue?
Yes,
Yeah. So I'm in the process
and I have
of...
a gag reflex, so I can't like do what you just did. I'm not even gonna do the. I'm not even gonna do
Yeah, I
the
didn't say I
gesture.
did anything.
I missed that. I didn't
That,
see
yo,
it.
Mr. Go rewind that fucking clip back.
I gotta go back.
Whoa.
I was looking
This is
at
that way when you're brushing your teeth. It did the gesture.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, listen, someone said I had some yellowing, whatever plaque. So I was like, bet. I got my little rotator, vibrator, toothbrush, pause.
This man used
I
a
got
sex
mouthwash.
toy. This man used a sex toy to wash.
I got mouthwash, and then I already had,
What speed you use it at?
I think it's only one speed.
How many rotations?
It's 360 spin. I don't know what these questions are.
Yo, this conversation went crazy.
All right,
I forced
so
it? My bad.
I think culture has made it weird. I'll just
For
say
what?
that. We'll just say like everyone to each his own. What you're into is what you're into. There's no judgment here.
Uh-oh.
I'm just saying culture has made it that way for girls to be bi-curious, and it's okay for them to be curious about, because they have a vagina, she has a vagina, she probably could eat pussy better than a guy can, whatever. But unless you're gay, guys don't do that or think like
So
that.
I'm pretty sure everyone, talking about everyone here, had that girl that was
What?
being a hoe, dated like 30 guys, and then 1 week later,
Well, lesbian?
yeah, she's a lesbian. So do you think that's what happened to her? She was bi-curious. She tried to show
Yeah,
it.
I think it's also like a little chemical imbalance. So many dicks and energies inside you. You don't know who you are.
Then you get a new energy. You're like, oh, shit.
New energy.
What if you just get 30 trash dicks and you're like, oh, this shit's ass? You just went to the all around dudes.
That could have happened.
Then what's the
Maybe
percentage?
maybe that's what made her realize, like, oh shit, maybe I'm not into guys as I thought.
Speaking about percentages, bro, I got a sad fact.
I don't want to.
The percentage of kids who said they hung out with a friend every day was 50%. Now it's 28. Why do you guys think that?
Kids aren't going outside no more.
No one's outside?
No one's outside no more. Nobody is really like. I mean, I drive around certain areas and like, do you really see kids like playing manhunt and
Halloween's dead.
hide and go seek and shit like I know for a fact my neighbors were sick of us. Like in Lincoln Village growing up, we used to be hiding under cars.
Yeah.
We used to be hiding in like some of the apartments have like stairs that are like balconies and stuff.
Yeah.
We used to hide on random people's
Ding
like,
dong ditch and
balcony.
everything,
Yeah.
too.
Like there's none of that no more, bro.
Nah, I mean,
Now they're all online. Like, oh, yo, when we get out of school, we're gonna run Warzone together, and they're all talking to each other through a headphone.
yeah,
Is that social media and live streaming?
I don't know what it
problems?
is because I have
COVID problems?
Culture's just shifting.
It's culture?
Culture is just shifting.
I have two younger brothers, bro, and
They don't leave the crib.
no, they're so different. One doesn't, and one is out every day, bro. Like every day, bro, with his friends every day. My mom is like, "Yo, take like a rest day. Like, don't go out today," because he's out every day. And then the other one,
Is it an age thing though?
that's what I'm trying to get at. I don't think
Is the
so.
older one the one outside?
No,
Oh, the younger one is. Oh,
the
okay.
younger one's outside. The older ones, and he actually went out finally this Saturday. Bro, I wasn't shocked. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go play with my friends football," and I was like, "What? You going out?" Because bro, he never goes out. So I don't know. I don't know what it is with the new kids, but it's it's good to see them playing basketball together. All the friends are over, and seeing how we used to do it. It's nice to see that once in a
That
blue.
stuff builds character.
Bro, in high school, straight out of 2:00, we went straight to Logan, played ball for like 3-4 hours, chill at McDonald's.
Even before like high school, like just elementary school, middle school, it builds social skills. I feel like you learn how to, because all personalities are different. I feel like the more people you're interacting with and from all sorts of different walks of life and backgrounds, you kind of learn to like almost like be a chameleon. Like when you're around when you get older and you're around your suit and tie managers, you know how to act.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when you're with your best friend, that's a different way you're gonna act. And then when you're meeting your in-laws for the first time, like I feel like it just kind of helps people socially doing that, and it builds character too, because we were some badass tough ass kids.
I was gonna say that, but that's when you have to at that age. That's when you guys have to be careful too, because that's where I feel like that's when you take this road. You're gonna go downhill in life, or you stay, straight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
There's got to be a balance. There has to definitely but that's in life. There has to be.
Because that's when you meet kids that, bro, and it's crazy because how many kids you know that ended up being gangbangers or in jail
ton.
that you were playing at Logan
A
basketball.
ton, but those are the ones.
But I feel they grow
those
out
are
of it
the-
after high school. I think it's a high school thing.
But those are the ones that also like
Some
when mom said when the street lights go on, like you have to come home.
Yeah, that was my parents.
Those are the ones that like their parents didn't tell them that.
yeah, they
Those
didn't
are the
care.
ones that
And
didn't
it's
care.
sad to see.
And they were always out and like so basically.
Wait, their parents didn't tell them what?
that you, like you had
when
to
the
be
light-
homes
yeah.
at certain time. Like
Oh,
I have
those
friends,
are
I have
the-
friends that like
Out till
I'm
like
like
1, 2 in the
damn. I
morning.
remember like damn. I wish I could do that. I wish I could do like what you get to leave like. I remember when I first started going outside, my mom was like, "No, you can only stay on like this side of Lincoln Village, like from here to like over there." Like it was like a certain radius.
Okay.
Like I couldn't walk to like Bob's Furniture when they were giving out all that free candy and shit, where all my friends were going and shit, like wreaking havoc, jumping on all those damn mattresses. I couldn't. That was too far from.
But I'm saying,
from my
but
radius.
that's a knucklehead. If you look at it, now that you're older, you're like, yo, whose little kids are these?
Hell yeah.
Jumping on the fucking
By
mattress?
themselves.
Yeah, by themselves.
But
You know what I'm saying?
at this age, do you guys see why my parents would say nothing good happens after like 8 or 9?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
kids?
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%.
Everything's closed. You guys just walk in the streets. You're acting stupid. You're
You're
sitting down.
bored. One friend, says something stupid, and everyone's just down for it. Like, yeah, no.
Egging houses, smoking weed.
I feel like as you get older too, but you notice that your parents are 99.9% of the time right. Even when you're like, they don't know what they're talking about.
Oh, they
She
know.
was right, and it's crazy, but they just know. So it's like I feel like now that we're parents, kind of know. You know what I'm saying? Even like, don't sit in that chair, you're gonna fall.
Facts.
Boom.
But it's also the thing that they need to learn by themselves. If they don't learn by
Oh no,
themselves,
that's
they'll
what I'm
never.
saying. I can't.
Yeah, that's why there's that balance. There's that leeway. I'm gonna give you, because as much freedom, I wasn't like had overly amount of freedom, but as much freedom as I did have, that was enough for me to get into some trouble.
Yeah, same.
But you learn some less. Oh shit, let me not do that. That was a close call. Like, let me not hang with these people. Let me not. You're gonna learn real quick, unless you're one of those knuckleheads that just want to keep learning a hard lesson. How many times do you have to get shot at to realize I shouldn't hang out with this group of people?
Since we're on this topic, guys, what's one advice? Say you had a kid too, DJ. What's one advice you give kids when it comes down to peer pressure?
Be your own boss. I'm gonna tell them, look around the friends that you got here in elementary school. You'll have maybe 3 of them in middle school. Look around. The friends here that you have in middle school, you might have 1 of them by the time you go to high school. Look around. The friends here you have in high school, you might have none of them once you graduate. And don't let these people be the steering wheel to your life. Take your own path. Always know where you're going to go, where you want to go. Just be headstrong. Don't do something if you don't want to do it. Just be you, because any one of these people can change your life forever.
I'm going to say the coolest thing in the world is being your own trendsetter. So if you see all your friends smoking, you see all your friends drinking, you guys are like 12, 13, 14, 15, and you think that's dumb, your family doesn't do it, your cousins don't do it, and you see other kids from other families and you're seeing the difference from how they grew up compared to what you, like how you grew up in your family and how your parents actually appreciate you. They might be going through things that you don't know. The best thing you could do is be your own person and be the guy to motivate, or the woman to motivate that next kid to not do that and pick a better path in their life. And then another thing is, no, I'm not drinking that much anymore. But this is with adults too. It's not even kids. I was talking to my cousin the other day, and I was like, the best thing is learning to not drink, but still being surrounded by the people you love and having that fun mentality, as well as being there for the picture. So when they're talking about it, that, oh, you remember last Saturday when we were fucked up and having fun? They're going to tell the story like we were all fucked up, regardless if I drank a water or if I drank a Pepsi or if I drank a Corona or if I drank a fucking tequila shot. Regardless of the fact, if you guys are trash, you're not going to remember the whole night. But I'm going to enjoy every moment of the night while you guys are like, yo, John was there last week too. John, you remember? And I'll be like, yeah, bro, I remember that shit. That shit was lit. The people that you guys are talking to don't have to know.
But that's, you see, that I think that's deeper. I think that's just love. You know what I'm saying? Because when you could just be there, like, because say we drink Saturday when you're not drinking, but we want you there, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like you said, for the picture, it's not the full picture if we don't take the picture.
It bothers me when I like on people, because I like to give people like my people their birthday shout outs and stuff like that, or like when I go to post like a throwback Thursday and like I got fucking pictures with people I'm like that are not even in my life anymore.
Talk about it.
That shit bothers me, and I'm like, I'm looking for, and I gotta post that one same picture of, let's say, Fidel every year, because that's the only fucking picture we have, but we see each other all the time.
Mm-hmm. That's how it be though.
So I feel like we have to do a better job of capturing those moments.
Yeah.
Do a better job. We have the technology for it, you know. So I think it's dope. I think about it all the time. My sister and my son. My sister is 5, and I find it mad cute because, you know, they're little now. They're always hugging and kissing and whatever. And like when they're like 10 and 15 and 18, like their Throwback Thursday pics are gonna be crazy. Like them growing up. And I think that's dope.
You ever seen that meme? It was like, yo, this is how we took pictures when we were old. And it's the little kid with his whole dick out. And now you got like these little kids like with professional ass pictures, like tux and everything.
Dog, you know what's crazy is like my pictures, because my parents did take a lot of pictures of us, too. But I have to like take pictures of the pictures.
Okay, yeah.
Wait, what happened?
We have the you know, the physical picture.
The picture, so you have to take a
you print them out.
Yeah, so like if I want like an old school picture of like me and my cousin when we were like kids,
you have to take a
I
picture
have
of
to
the
take a
picture.
picture of the picture.
It's not like on the phone picture. Yeah.
Or the computer, you know.
Guys, as baby daddies,
Oh,
yeah.
you guys had the baby daddy alliance. At what point in your life do you see you or your significant other getting paid the same amount you're paying your babysitter, where you decide someone needs to stay home?
hold on. Repeat that.
If you or your significant other is getting like $20 an hour and you pay your babysitter $17, $18, $19 an hour, at what point in your life, advice to the baby daddies out there, will you say, sis, you're going to stay home, or my love, I think I might have to stay home and take care of the kid while you make the money?
If it's financially feasible for one of us to do so, then that's when.
Well, if you're paying $20 for
what I'm
babysitter,
saying, what I'm
you're
saying,
getting paid $20.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, if I would obviously have to get another job, but one person got to be with the kid. You know, like one person got to be able to. So we knock out the babysitter pay, and
You go
I'll
double.
just be doubles, triples, whatever I have to do to make sure. Okay, this job covers the physical house bills. This job covers the what we need, like food wise, and like the inside, like the everyday life bills, and then this job will hopefully be, vacations, clothes, whatever.
What about you, Fidel?
Yeah, no, I agree with him. Yeah, talk about it. Whoever benefits more in the situation, because if Shorty's making,
I just don't think it's a good look to have your shorty working 2-3 jobs.
Yeah.
And
It's not.
And you just be at home.
yeah, I 100% agree that
So men can be at home.
they could. Well,
They could be,
It's time to
but-
be, but I just feel like
I just don't think it's a good look. I think if I'm gonna be at home, I'm gonna at least have a job while at home.
What if
That's
you
the thing.
wife up someone that got her master's degree and she's making
Doesn't matter.
150K a
Doesn't
year?
matter. I like to march to the beat
Yeah,
of my
I
own
don't-
drum. I like to. Okay, so your master's degree is paying for the household stuff or whatever, but I can at least be like, if I'm hungry, me and my kid are at home, I can go get us some
order
food.
some, yeah.
I can buy him clothes if I want. I can spend the day with him at Chuck E. Cheese if I want, because I have my own bread as well. I don't have to be like, hey babe, leave me your card, leave me your debit card.
yeah, and you never know when that relationship goes south. You know what I'm saying? Now, Shorty leaves you, and what are you gonna do now?
And you're stuck.
And then you go to nothing against if you work at McDonald's, but you go to work at McDonald's and you're like, damn.
So flipping the script, there was a guy on the podcast that was like, I pay all the bills, I do everything, but I don't expect my wife to do the laundry or have food on the table for me, or clean the dishes or do laundry or anything like that. I believe that she could do whatever she wants, and when I get home, I just want to spend time with her. But what makes you want to find a woman that's not motivatedly driven to make her own money or to learn how to cook or to learn how to fold clothes or wash the dishes or do something that when you come home from your 9 to 5, you don't have to be like, oh shit, the dishes are packed, let me clean the dishes, even though your wife was sitting at home doing absolutely nothing.
No, yeah, that's I agree with him, but if I'm saying I feel like
If you're
that
paying all the bills and you're doing everything.
I agree with him, but that goes with what I say, bro, unconditional love type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when a shorty cooks for you, bro, that's love. I don't care what nobody says.
Without asking.
Yeah, without asking. You know what I'm saying? When they say you come home, laundry done, bro. Love, that's love. Like you can't beat that kind of love. If you,
My grandmother, I always tell people, like, I used to tell my friends, like, if I'm bringing them over to my grandma's house, I'm like, if my grandmother offers you something to eat, just take it. If you're not hungry,
yeah,
that's her form of love. Like, cooking for the fucking neighborhood. Like, grandma, you live by yourself. Why do you have a pot of rice this big on your oven right now?
but you know what's funny? Your friend would be like, "Nah, I'm not hungry," and then after he's asking for more.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
They're like, yo.
So it's just little things like that. Like, I feel like, especially in certain cultures, that was the woman's way of showing love. You know, before it was like their job, but it became their like love. Like my grandmother, when I walk in the house, is gonna look for any reason to feed me. You know, Junito, you hungry? You know, I got this. She'll tell me I cooked this one yesterday. I cooked this one today. If there's nothing there, I make something right now. Like that's just her way of making sure you're fed, you're taken care of. That's just how.
But they were
shows
raised
love.
at a young age to say, hey, this is how you love a man and this is what you need to do for a man to love you and take care of you.
I don't think it's what you, but it,
What you
it
need to do.
definitely
But yeah.
is.
That's
think
not
it
what they
plays-
were being taught
No, no,
back
that's
in
what
the
they
day.
were taught.
I'm
Yeah,
saying,
that's what I'm saying.
for right now. I'm
No,
not
right
saying-
now they're not. But I'm saying that's what
But-
our grandmothers and our great grandmothers been taught their whole lives.
Also, to play the devil's advocate, the divorce rate is way higher right now than it was back then. So there's got to be something there. There's got to be something
Play
there.
the factor. No, 100%.
Back then, they catered to their men. Like the men of the house, like you're the king of the castle. Especially you were bringing home that bacon. You were paying the bills. You were like even before the kids ate. Poppy's gonna sit at the table. He's gonna get his food. Everyone else is gonna sit there and get their food. Like
The king's seat.
there's, it sounds crazy now because we're all in this freedom world and stuff. But don't look at something so small minded. Look at it just. It doesn't have to be like you're a fucking slave and everything, but there's something there. The catering to the men, like there's something there. The divorce rate is way higher than it is back then.
No.
Nowadays, these girls don't even know how to cook. So imagine coming home from a long day of work. You're tired. Like, can you imagine having to change out of your work clothes to then take the family out to eat so you guys can all eat because
She don't know how to cook.
Or
know how to
order
cook.
food every day.
or order food every day.
Order out.
So
You can't
like,
even like. There's some days I might not be hungry when I first got to work, but trust me, there's some days where before I do anything, I just want to sit the fuck down and eat. I'm like hungry, so it's so clutch to walk in and just smell that sofrito in the air.
Mm-hmm.
you know what's more than love when they cook for you? When you guys are fighting and she's angry and she still cooks for you. You got to watch out, though, because she might be trying to poison your ass. But other than that, that's love. Right?
Your laundry, you know, that's love.
But now that mental illness,
Mental health.
now that mental health is a big thing in this generation, do you guys look back at like our grandmas and our moms and we're like, damn, like they went through it? Because we talked about it on the podcast. I was my mom at my age right now had a house in Connecticut in the suburbs where it's taking care of 2 kids and was waking up at 6 a.m. when I skipped the school bus. You know what I'm saying? I will never in my life wake up for a kid that skipped the school bus. You know what I'm saying? At this age. So like I'm looking at it like, thank God I get to sleep in today. Or if I want to wake up early and I can go to sleep early, you know what I'm saying? I got time, I got freedom.
It was definitely there. The mental health thing was definitely there. But mental health also, people sleep on it, whether they want to call it a conspiracy theory, whether they want to call it whatever they want to call it. People sleep on the fact that our food quality has a lot to do with it. McDonald's, Wendy's, you know, back then, them home cooked meals, that good quality food, you know, that helps the cause as opposed to what we're eating and doing now. Like, especially because we have everything went up in price. They created 2 parent working households. So that family home cooked meal stuff is less and less and less. People are going out to eat all the time, ordering out, getting takeout, getting stuff that's quick, microwave food, whatever. And the food that we're eating is not good. It's definitely not the main reason, not the only reason, but it's definitely a role in the mental health pandemic.
Can you repeat that question?
I have no idea what my question was.
You said
due to mental health in this generation, how big we are with cyberbullying and all that bullshit that we went through in our generation. Do you look back at our moms and grandmas and what they went through to wake up in the morning for us and do our breakfast and make us lunch and dinner?
Yeah, but you know what the thing is with like cultural wise, I'm talking for the Hispanic culture because I'm Hispanic. They avoid things. Like, bro, when I was young, bro, my mom was like, depression isn't real. I was like, what? Like, yo, I'm feeling some type of way, you know what I'm saying? So I feel something's there. But
50 Cent said depression is a luxury.
Yeah. But look at that. Yeah.
And the way he was saying it actually had me thinking like,
me
damn.
too, bro. Me too. I was like, damn.
It's like, yeah, it's like a broke motherfucker don't got time to be depressed.
Yeah,
You
but
gotta
yo,
get up and get it.
Exactly.
Wake up and do it,
but
yeah.
my mom, but that could be, No, when you think about it, yeah. But like, yo, I'm looking at my mom's life and I was like, yo, she's been through so much, and now she's like with everything, like the new generation, she's like buying into it now, you know?
Yeah.
Which I'm like, damn, it kind of sucks.
She accepts it now?
She kind of, she's like, yo, like, she still won't, like, she doesn't like to call it depression, but she's like, yeah, like, there's days where you just down. And I'm like, damn, like.
I don't think depression's real.
You don't
I
think
said
it's
that
real?
to someone the other day.
I think, like I said, I don't want to disregard the whole mental health thing because mental health is real. I do think that. All right, so I'm gonna give you an example. If I sat there and said to you when you were like a kid or like in middle school, like, the doctor said that because you were born with this, that you're gonna have a little bit of a hard time learning. You're still gonna learn fine. You're literally normal.
Yeah.
You're still gonna learn okay, but it's gonna just take you longer. 1 + 1 = 2. That took me a day to learn. That might take you a week to learn.
You're gonna start to believe that shit.
But no, exactly. But some people.
But that's what they put this in their heads.
But some people take advantage of it.
Yeah.
In the sense of now it's because you're not trying.
Use it
now
as an
you just
excuse.
need to- Now it's Mom. Even you told me like I got that learning disability like, and so my thing is we we were such tough. I don't want to say tough, but like we were like, you know, you came inside with some scrapes and bruises and no big deal, whatever. Now it's everyone wants to coddle and baby and like, and that's I think just creating a group of softer people in general.
No, that's a fact. You're talking about bruises and scars, bro. I feel like everybody in our generation has a scar. I don't see these new kids with scars.
What kind of scars?
Like you falling off your bike type shit.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm saying,
I got
scars.
burns right here.
Yeah,
I
bro,
got
I got cuts
chunk
right
of
here.
glass, like all that, like fell on my hand.
Yeah, but that's because our parents said, "Yeah, keep flipping around and keep busting
Yeah,
your
but
ass."
learn your lesson. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, Dad, cousin so and so hit me. Well, don't play with him then. That was it.
What I was saying about depression isn't real is
Depression's real.
the people that you surround yourself with. If we're all miserable, hate our jobs, hate our family, hate our kids, we sit down, have a beer or a bottle of tequila every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, talking about hating our family and hating our kids, and we're stuck in a cycle of I hate my life, I hate my family, and I hate my fucking job. We're gonna be fucking depressed probably 99% of the rest of our lives if we don't find someone to motivate us to do something else.
But the devil's advocate is where I think people need to play is yes, okay, like I gave you that learning disability thing as like an example. Yes, you have depression. Yes, it's real, but that doesn't mean you can't be a successful individual.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean you still can't get up and handle what you have. It's gonna be hard some days, but you can still get up.
Discipline.
And exactly, because that's ultimately what discipline is. This is like
You
Kobe even said it.
yeah.
Like those days where you just don't want to do it, and the days that you still did it, that's hard to do. That's what separates you from, you know, what did Dana White say? If you're in these new generation kids, if you have an ounce of savageness in you, you're gonna just trample over everyone and everything that you do.
And I believe it.
And I do believe it, and I think that's ultimately going to be the downfall of our country in the sense of military. I don't even really see kids going to military anymore.
But let me put it this way: I used to post like 350 times a month, like 10, 15 times a day, until I got into a group chat where they're like, "Oh, I'm burnt out, and burnt out is real, and everyone needs to take a break sometimes. Everyone needs to take a deep breath and step away from the computer, and you're gonna be burnt out if you just keep creating content." Bro, I went for a straight year, just straight dominating, bow.
That's that savage mode.
Until someone put into my head that there's something called burnt out, and I said burnt out, and that one day I didn't want to make a video.
You used it.
It came out to 2 days, 3 days, and I ended up for like a month or two not posting.
But your tolerance could be higher than mine. Your tolerance could be higher than Fidel's. So there 100% is such thing as burnt out. You could be a savage and do it. But here's the thing. I might do a day's worth of work and feel burnt out. He might do a week's worth of work and then feel burnt out. It might take you a year straight of work before you feel burnt out. Like I remember when I was working at DYS, bro, the hours and the shit I was doing, like putting in work-wise, was absolutely outrageous. I was doing 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. and then I was doing 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. shifts every day.
No break?
No break.
Shifts. Said, yeah,
every day.
out. Oh, wait, I'm back.
Every day. And then I would leave at 11 p.m. and I wouldn't go to bed right away. I would like be chilling and doing my my social life now then kicked in.
Yeah.
And then boom, right back to it. Eventually it does catch up to you. You know how like at my shows when the show's finally happening, like even then I start to like tone it, but that's when that burnt out really hits me. Like it's already hitting me before the shows, but like when I'm at the show, it'll start dying down a little bit, but that's when it's like, oh, like, and then the next day I may go out to eat or whatever, but like I rarely do anything the next day. I need that
involves
break.
boxing.
Yeah.
Or it just involves just anything like
I'm saying, like you don't want to think about it. The next day you just completely.
But I don't even really want to talk to people either, because like think about it. If I have 10 fights, that's 20 fighters that I'm dealing with, not including their trainers, managers, etc. These are people that have blown up my phone every day. I might fucking get a call from a fighter. Hey AJ, I need this many more tickets. Click. Okay, boom. Next fighter calls me 5 minutes later. Hey yo AJ, where can I get my physical at? Boom. Next fighter calls me. Hey yo AJ, I'm having trouble with my weight. Can we restructure my contract? Like It's just nonstop. You know, you got guys pulling out. It's just so burnt out is a thing. We'd have to acknowledge that. But my thing about it is there's a difference between being over dramatic or being a baby about things and just toughening up, sucking it up, and doing what you have to do.
But I compare it to like if you're working at 9 to 5 and you work 6 days a week, at 9 in the morning you're waking up to go to work or you're gonna get fired. It doesn't matter if you're depressed or not. You have to wake up at 8, get ready, drive to work. For me, that I sit at home for people to tell me this burnt out word and this depression word, and I feel like, oh, today I don't feel like doing anything because someone told me that I could take a chill pill and relax and take a deep breath. I don't want to take a fucking deep breath. I need to go work at 9 in the morning.
But sometimes, like I said, if you're tough enough for that little bit of savageness, look at the Paul brothers. What did he say? It was for a year or was it 3 years? He said he did
A video every single day.
He did every single day. Was it for a year or 3 years?
I don't remember.
I think it might have been 3 years. He was
365 YouTube videos. This was crazy.
Every single day.
But you know what's funny?
No matter what I felt.
Nah,
Wait, don't change the topic. I want to hear I want to hear depression.
No, hold on. It's funny. No, it's funny because I was
funny
watching,
to depression.
No, because I was watching the Castanet documentary, and he was like, "Yo,
You has a documentary?
yeah." He was like, "Yo, I promised I was gonna post 3 times every day for the whole year." He posted 10 videos the whole year. So he said I was dying.
So
wait, Mr. Depression. I want to
real quick.
Wait, no,
my
because
thing about that
going. What?
is
What I do?
is he's making that almost like a short-term sacrifice for the long-term. Like if you have a long-term,
Yeah, but that nigga was bleeding out his nose and
sometimes
black eyes.
But that's what it takes.
Sometimes that's what it takes. Look at the life they're living now.
Yeah.
So shit
Dude, that WrestleMania.
to fucking to bug out for a year, 2 years, 3 years, live in shitty conditions.
That's the savage.
Gary Vee was like, I had like a peanut butter sandwich, not even jelly, like a peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah, he
every
talks about the
day.
tuna cans too.
Like
They don't expire.
yeah, and that's what he did, and he just worked and worked and worked, and now there's nothing to be depressed about. I'm not gonna say money buys everything, but it definitely solves a whole lot.
Mr. Depression.
What do you want?
Give me something deep, man. I think depression's not real, man.
Oh, nah, I think depression is real, bro. I think.
Because you felt it.
Nah,
Everyone's felt a bad day.
It's not a bad day, but
Bad
that's what
week.
I'm saying. Hey, when I feel down, bro, I always say, but I don't like calling whatever I go through sometimes depression because I seen people worse out there, you know? And it's, bro, there's one thing I hate to talk about, but it's the day I lose my mom, bro, yeah, I can't even talk about it. That's what I'm saying. I feel like, that's when depression hits. That's when you like, people go down that road, bro. Losing a kid, losing people like that, bro. That's depression, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's real depression. Shit that, you get a flat tire. So what? It's a fucking bad day. You know what I'm saying? Change the fucking tire. But depression is real, bro. People that lose people or people that go through some shit that they can't, it's out of their control.
But people lose people and then they think no one's there and they don't have anybody around them and they're forgetting the people that are actually there.
You know how you know it's real, bro? How many celebrities have we seen off themselves to depression?
And that you thought were happy.
You thought we're happy.
That you were just saying,
Robert Williams
yeah.
was a fucking comedian, bro, making us laugh our whole childhood. So it's definitely real. It's definitely, it's just, you got to get the help. You got to know when enough is enough. You got to find your happy medium for burnt out. There's a difference between being lazy and being soft and then working hard and then burnt out. Mm-hmm. You can work hard, and not overdo it to where you're burning yourself out. But you need to have those mental health check-ins. You need to have somebody to talk to. I already mentioned that. Just, you're human. You're human. You just don't be soft. That's my pet peeve is when people use it like, oh, I'm depressed. I can't do anything. Yeah. I can't do this.
Going back to the excuse like you said, but
it becomes an excuse because there's so many people who can still do it. So many people who've had it so much worse than you. Like I don't even want to put them on blast, but like I know somebody that had an injury, a brain injury, and now that's all he wants to bring up for his excuse of why he's not doing certain things or why like, oh, it's confirmed, it's on paper. No, these are real documents. I got a brain injury, and it's like, bro, I see you. I'm like with you all the time, bro. Like you're fine. You can literally do a side hustle if you wanted to. You could literally. So you might, on paper it says you're not physically supposed to do like physical labor jobs, but you know how many other things there are out there that don't require physical labor?
Yeah, no, I agree, bro. It's depression's real, but don't use things like that as an excuse, man. That's when you have to get that discipline and fucking keep doing whatever you don't want to do it, bro. And I feel like if you do that at the end of the day, that depression starts to leave slowly because you're like, damn, I did that shit today, even when I didn't want to do it. I'm doing better than I was yesterday. Yo, and if you keep having those days, you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, I came a long way.
You'll learn how to fight it. You'll
Yeah.
learn how to battle it. It's like mind over body, and sometimes it's body over mind. There's going to be days where your mind says, I'm tired, I want to quit, but you'd be surprised your legs will keep going. We could all right now, some of us might struggle more than others, but right now, if we really want to, we can go outside and run 3 miles.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Be exhausted at a mile,
I'll be
borderline hyperventilating at 2 miles, but if you can keep going, if you literally just say to your I'm not stopping, and your legs, your body will physically keep going.
Have you seen a difference in your body since you've been going to the gym?
Yeah.
Discipline,
An impact
you know
on
what I'm saying?
my biceps
That's
lately.
crazy. Do you feel better?
I don't know. I just started my whole little 5 a.m. Process of waking up in the morning and getting in through it. But yeah,
That's what I'm saying. But those first days, you're gonna be like, and you might fail, but if you keep trying, bro, you're gonna eventually keep waking up at 5 a.m.
Yo, my first few days, my first couple weeks of the academy, I was sore as fuck. My body's adapting to it. My body's
I know. And then this dude tells me it's not. He's like, I'm getting ripped.
send me nudes and shit over here.
I was like, yo, but you see, I was happy to see.
But he sent me the photo the first week. I was like, shut up, bro.
No, but yo,
just started.
but he feels. You see, he feels better. So even if it might not be a big change, bro. He's like,
I
yo,
know you're gonna brush your teeth. Look at while you watch that picture.
we're gonna end it like.
I said that in confidence. Chill.
Oh, you got anything else? Man?
Yeah, let's get back to the woman.
That was a full circle.
Yeah, like the spitting toothbrush.
What do you guys think about women that don't care if you pull out or not? Is that true love? Is that in the moment crazy bitch?
Sus.
Where is the situation?
Sus.
It depends.
Sus. I think it's sus. In the heat of the moment, obviously nobody's perfect, whatever. But I just think it's sus when you know what actually made me oh wow, aside from abstinence, made me respect the girl was when she was like, "Do you have a condom?"
Okay.
That means you care about yourself. That means you respect yourself enough to not just let me
Raw
dog you.
Yeah.
Whether it's you are being precaution because you don't want to catch anything, or whether it's because you don't want to risk having a baby because maybe you have career and goals before you want to have a baby. Well, most girls are just like, fuck it, and then they think the baby's gonna trap the guy, and then they learn the hard way that it's
And
not.
then they get herpes. It's a list in Worcester. But yeah, keep going. Sorry.
This dude's a menace. This dude's a
Keep going. Sorry.
yo. You
Goals and
mentioned-
admiration.
Fuck tongue tied. The cat just
What about you, buddy?
ran out the window with my tongue.
What do you think about those women?
I don't know, bro.
Get your creep.
Okay, I'm speechless.
What if
that coming you?
listen? What if that happens and then what if that happens and a mutual friend is like, oh my god, the baby's coming soon, blah blah blah, as in they were talking about it between them, and then a couple days later she's like, oh my god, I know you're about to have a kid coming. Da, 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 da.
Oh, cause you.
She's trying to trap you, type vibe.
Yeah, that's weird.
That'd be dumb. Even
It's weird.
if I know that's not
Bird
wifey, bro,
behavior.
I ain't. Yeah, but it goes to the guy's fault too, bro. I ain't coming in no shorty that ain't. I don't see myself having
Even
kids
off
with.
some Ciroc VS. I don't think I'm pulling out with Ciroc VS.
That's a dangerous.
The Ciroc VS. I don't know where my shit ended up. That should be on my toes, my neck. Pause. I don't know where that shit went.
I don't know where that shit.
Yeah, I know that's what I'm saying. But that's dangerous. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, bro. It's just
Shit, I think it's the gushy that's more troubling than the liquor. The liquor obviously plays a role, but the gushy is like the damn. Do I really want to pull out of this?
have you guys damn I stuttered. Have you guys ever came fast and was like, Yeah, I came fast because your pussy's wet.
Because your pussy's wet?
Like, because your pussy's good or your pussy's
Yeah,
super
I
wet.
always say the pussy's fire, bro. That's what
Nah,
I'm about.
I've never. No, I just keep going.
Damn, he's a...
My shit go.
Oh, no.
I said, damn. Round 2 could possibly come in like a minute or two, but my shit will die.
How do you jumpstart it?
I just need a few minutes. But I do need to stop and admire the fact that it ended.
Like I said, diet and exercise plays a huge role in it. When I was like really athletic, like dieting from boxing and shit like that, like yeah, I wouldn't even get soft. Like after that went off, I just keep going.
But also, age, you don't think plays a factor?
And then age, and then obviously diet and drinking.
Well, you said when you get older?
And then
Yeah.
when you get older,
You last longer?
Then
I don't know.
no. I'm saying now you need that like. All right,
You don't-
give me a couple minutes to get back up.
You don't think older, like I feel like people in their 40s are hornier?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah. Especially the women. I don't know what it is. I thought guys just always stayed horny, but like, I don't know. I feel like some 40-year-old women, they be like mad freaky for no reason.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy? Now that I'm getting older, but I used like, my mom's friends used to be like, oh, he's so cute. And I'm like, yo, Shorty was probably not playing. Like,
I've been realizing that a lot lately.
Now that I'm older, I'm like, yo, Shorty was
when
dead.
they
I
see you like, oh, you're so grown now. Look at you,
exactly.
you're a man now.
Yeah.
What have you guys ever experienced that?
Yeah.
When you know that like when you're like, let's say that someone's in high school and like they're already working, they're like maybe 15, 16, but you're only like 10. So you can't tell the difference if she's like an old lady or if she's kind of your age group. But when you turn 21, 25 and they're only 3-4 years older than you, you're like, I could be fucking this bitch right now. And Shorty's been, giving me little smoochies and,
Yeah, my cousins,
my butt.
What did Drake say?
My older cousins, they're like, I always looked at them like they're my older cousins. They're older than me, And then when I became a grown ass man, I'm like,
we the same age.
man,
Yeah.
you better stop talking to me. Like, your bestie will get it. I'll make your best friend obsessed.
That's
with
what
you.
I'm saying,
Your
bro.
best friend's gonna be my best friend if you keep talking shit to me. I used to talk crazy shit to my cousins. Like, yo, you want me to take your best friend? Relax.
What did Drake say? He said, my babysitter.
Oh, I even fucked the girl that used to babysit.
On
That
some
was
crazy
years
shit.
later on some crazy shit.
That's crazy.
Ain't
It's
no
fact.
wishing over on this side. You don't fuck with us, we don't fuck with y'all. So
I think
different over on this
that's
side.
if his babysitter look good, I think that's legendary.
I think it's legendary.
Now I don't want to be weird, but I'm just saying.
If his babysitter was 70, that's legendary.
No,
I mean,
the babysitter's
nah.
probably like 16, 18.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
her
No, but
babysitter's
that's
probably
what I
10.
said. If the babysitter look good, I think it's legendary.
But-
But if she was old as hell, that's not legendary, Drake.
What I'm saying is, I realize why the creepy old uncle, sees the little girl as a grown woman. You know what I'm saying? Because some women are developed young age, and then when they're like 30, they're saying they look exactly the same as when they were 16.
Nah, the girls that were super developed when we were younger look like fucking mini fridges now.
Yeah, but Dominican niggas will fuck anything. So then I'm just saying, not me, ladies. I'm a man of a different caliber.
Definitely.
What's the oldest you guys are going?
I do 4 years.
I mean, if she's
Oldest?
are you
Or
out
up
of
now.
Are you out of your cabeza?
4
Just
years up and
4?
down.
J-Lo will catch it today, yesterday,
Never.
last year, next year,
You wouldn't hit J-Lo?
At
4
40?
years from now. J-Lo's like 53 right now.
Yeah, she is 51 or something.
Yeah, then I will literally.
No,
So if it's Shorty's 5 years older, it's a no for you.
it's too old. Different generations.
Yeah, he's different. His opinion does no longer matters on this
It's
podcast.
just a 4 year difference, bro. I like to keep it in my little.
Okay, cool.
Generation-
So you're not fucking Beyonce.
Because if you think of
You're not fucking Beyonce.
no,
Oh, you're a sicko.
bro. If let's say someone's 6 years or 7 years older than you,
gaydar just
it's a
went
whole
off.
different generation of what they grew up with compared to what you grew up with. Different music, different culture, different bullying, different mental health, different genders.
Does your toothbrush can't be 4 years old either?
Yo, this nigga is reminiscing my toothbrush activities. That's what
He's
he's
gonna
doing.
use that against you now.
Listen, I got a strong one for you guys. I want you guys.
When you watch porn, does it have to be less than 4 years uploaded? Like,
That's a good
I don't
question.
know.
That's a good question. He said, damn, 5 years? Nah.
nah, this bitch is too old.
But it's true because you got the 4K, the 1080. You know what I'm saying? You want that shit.
You're really
You want the
not
splat on
letting
the
J-Lo
face?
hit.
I wouldn't hit no 50-year-old woman though.
Have you guys tried What's that shit? That
Yes.
VR.
you guys
Fire.
you seen porn in that?
Oh no.
Virtual reality.
He said yes. Fine.
No.
Wait, what'd
but
you say?
I thought you were talking about the.
No,
the,
I played
the
games,
Oculus.
but you know people.
No, but
watch
I went to a concert in one. Shit was dope. Yeah. I was at a Biggie concert. Like literally, like look like I was front. Right? Shit was crazy.
Nah, I used it, but I never. But
And
I
then
know.
some person was like behind me, like, "Where are you from?" And I turned around. I didn't even know there was a person. Because I'm like, it looks like I'm front row.
Yeah.
And the person's like, "Where are you from?" And when I looked behind me, there was another like avatar behind me. Some like random person from like Alabama. I'm like, "What the fuck?" Shit's crazy. It was literally like being there.
All right, we're ready for your strong question.
You guys prepared?
We're ready.
Do women lose the conversation when they say this man flew me out or this man brought my girls to the yacht?
What do you mean? Do they lose the
Yeah.
conversation?
Lose the conversation when it comes to SA and abuse and any other things that could
Sexual
possibly
assault?
happen. Yeah.
No, hell no, they don't lose the conversation. Because yes, you're dumb because you kind of sort of put yourself in a position going with strange men being flown out or going to yacht parties. But no, there's never a reason why it would be okay for a woman to get sexually assaulted.
No, 100%.
So a woman getting flown out and hopping on a yacht with no expectations.
No, I mean there will count on there being expectations. But the moment the girl says she doesn't want to fuck, then okay, bitch, you can fly your way back home.
Okay, and I was gonna go to
You
that.
can find your way back home by yourself. I'm not gonna fly you back home, but I'm also not gonna force you to like. Why would you not expect that? Like, a dude is flying you out, spending money. Obviously, that's what he's flying you out for. Like during COVID, when all them Worcester people were getting flown out to Florida and shit like that, and they were all on yachts. You don't think they all knew that it was about to be a fucking orgy party over there? Of course they did.
Exactly.
And that's probably what was making them go.
Full of herpes.
This dude's hot. He's a menace.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, yeah, I seen many videos of that. Like they get flown out, and then
You get a one-way ticket.
yeah, but then the guy kicks them out. Is that okay for them to kick them out?
Why wouldn't you be able to kick them
Okay,
out?
no,
That's
I
what
don't,
I'm
I don't
saying,
think there's nothing wrong with it.
My
But
hotel,
doesn't
my
mean-
Airbnb,
exactly,
my
doesn't mean you get to sexually assault them. You
No,
can
that's what I'm saying. You definitely not.
get your own hotel and find your way back home.
But it's okay if you're like, yeah, like, Shorty doesn't want to do nothing, get the fuck out.
So the story I seen was an Instagram story, and Shorty's like, I got flown out to Dubai, and I thought I was gonna have a separate room, and he bought me the flight, and he bought the room, and then when I got into the room, it was a joint room with only one bed, and we were just friends, and I wasn't expecting to sleep with him, and then he got drunk one night, and I said no, and all his other friends had to pull him off me, and I was like, you lost me at flying out to Dubai and thinking you were gonna get your own room.
Yeah, you like.
So thinking you were gonna get your own room, yeah, but nobody ever
Yeah.
expects to get sexually assaulted. But
But you should be expected to get digged down. And if you're not part of the dig down
Consensually,
community,
yeah,
you should. Yeah, that, right, definitely.
don't come if you're not willing to come.
I'm not saying the SA part. Let's get the SA part. I'm just saying the woman's expectations of getting flown out and hopping on these yachts.
Yeah,
and they're
I
not gonna
mean-
pop a titty when these men are paying thousands of dollars for you to pop a titty, my boy.
Especially when there was probably freaky, flirty conversations for the dude. The dude, I feel like, I don't know.
Some people, but yeah,
some guys are different, I guess. But I feel like I would never be like, "Hey, shorty, get on this plane. I just bought you a ticket to Dominican Republic. Come meet me out here."
Do you guys?
I feel like there would be like pre-conversations before that, whether there was a little flirtatiousness there was a little something there that enough that would make the dude be like, all right, yeah, like come through.
She's down.
My thing is, so you're telling me all those shorties that have those old sugar daddies, you're not giving no sugar? That's bullshit.
Exactly.
That's bullshit.
How many times, even on some regular shit, not even flying out, how many times did you invite a girl over the crib at 10 p.m., 11 p.m., midnight, 1 a.m., and they popped up? What, we was going to pop up to have popcorn and draw?
I brought a shorty to the jacuzzi once, and she was a thot in high school. And I was like, let me just try, some thought activities. And then when I went to go kiss her, she backed up, and I was like, oh, okay, then we could just chill here, I guess. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what you came over here for when everyone else hit it.
Oh,
I'm just saying, I didn't expect.
He was pissed. He said,
There was no expectations, but there.
who you are.
Shout out to you.
who
There was no expectations, but there was expectations.
Yeah, but I mean, damn, that's a sad moment.
And I dodged her a few times in the high school career. So I was like, oh, she's gonna
crazy.
come to the jacuzzi, ass and titties out.
So maybe that's why she dodged you. She was like, you dodged me so many times.
Yeah,
now
that
it's my
she
turn."
wasn't thinking that you were gonna even be on that kind of time.
Or you just gonna go to some dude's house at night in the jacuzzi, bikini,
that's
by
crazy.
yourself, not even
Yeah.
a friend.
Yeah, nah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, nah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's tough.
There's nothing you can really say about that. I got one more, man. You guys ready for this?
Are you ready?
If she cheats on her man
Ah, fuck her.
with her ex, is she really cheating or is she in love
Get
with her
the
ex?
fuck out of here. Yo, I'm about to end that shit like this. What?
What?
You heard it?
Maybe she's in love with her ex. Maybe it was not cheating. You know.
You know
Maybe
what? We're not even gonna-
she's with the wrong man.
We're gonna save that question when we have a lady.
Huh?
But we're gonna clip that and we're gonna ask what they think.
Ask the people.